We are recording. Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back here with Aaron podcast, and I'm here with Jayla Jones Pack, who's from New York, Amityville,
New York.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. So she went to St. Anthony's for high school, with a state champion in the CHSAA Player of the Year. Spent 2 years at Seton Hall and started a couple games. Transferred to NCAA and averaged 9 points and 7 rebounds this year, and had a couple notable games. Had 20 points against VCU, 7 blocks against Morehead State, and 15 rebounds against Florida A&M. Jayla, what's up?
That's some good note taking right there, Eron. Hi, everyone. I'm Jayla.
But, I just wanted to start off, talking about what got you into basketball. Like, I know everyone has a unique story, but what got you into basketball?
Well, that's a great question. What got me into basketball is that lady right over there, my mama.
I actually met your mom, I believe.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was a dancer and a cheerleader, very girly girl. You see, I got my nails done. And then one day, my mom was like, why don't you try it? Because basketball is in our family. It runs deep. So she was just like, why don't you just give it a try? And if you don't like it, I won't be mad. You won't have to play. And it turns out, when I picked up the basketball, I so happened to like it. And ta-da! Here I am today, 25 years later.
For sure. So, obviously, you say you started playing, and obviously you had a lot of success in high school. What was that like, being a ranked player in New York? Obviously having a lot of offers. What was that like? Because everyone talks about the competitive nature in New York and growing up there.
Well, I've been out of high school for a long time, so you just actually reminded me that I was kind of like that in high school. So, it was a good feeling, having options into where I should go to play college basketball, because not a lot of people get the opportunity and blessed enough to have the opportunity. So it was a good feeling. And I was very grateful to be able to pick a school where I wanted to play. So it was a good feeling.
So you talk about that. What was it like, being the player of the year? Talk about your state championship run in high school.
Well, just like everyone else, as a freshman, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. So I had to work my way up. And with the dedication from my teammates and my coaching staff in high school, they supported me really well, and they believed in me. And my family believed in me, my trainers and everyone. So it was a team effort to get me to be the player of the year and for us to win the state title like we did. So during it was fun. I had a lot of fun in high school, and I surely miss it.
For sure. So let's talk about who's your biggest inspiration. What got you into playing? What was the story there?
My biggest inspiration would be my mama. She just really believes in me with anything that I do, good or bad. She always has my back, and she's literally my biggest fan. And everything I do is literally for her. And when I make it, and whatever I'm doing is before that woman over there, my mama, my heart.
For sure. So you decided to stay somewhat close to home and choose Seton Hall at first. So what was that decision-making process like, and how was it?
Well, at first, I committed to University of Central Florida, believe it or not. I went on a visit there, and I fell in love with the school. Being young, it was all about the school at the time and their success. But so I committed there, and then I ended up getting my release from there. The coach that recruited me got fired, so I got my release papers from there. And Seton Hall always been my first choice, so I don't know what I was thinking at first. So then when I got my release papers, I then committed to Seton Hall. The reason I chose Seton Hall is because I'm very close to my family. So the fact that Seton Hall is only an hour and a half away from home was beautiful for me. That was literally perfect. And then also Seton Hall, they had a good run. Like, there was a good program. Coach Bozella, I believed in him at the time. And yeah, I just wanted to be a Pirate.
Yeah, for sure.
At the time.
Same story with me. So, how was the sit-out year at A&T? Because I know it was a different culture change. Because I know you were at a predominantly white university where we both were at the time, and I know that was such a culture shock when you go to a school with a lot of people that look like you. How was that, and how was the transition of not playing basketball for the first time in a long time?
Well, the transition into going to an HBCU was actually easier than I expected. Everyone welcomed with warm arms because we all look alike. So we all know we all been through the same struggles. We don't judge. And the fact that we all literally looked alike, it made the transition actually easier. I met people quicker than I did at Seton Hall. And then the relationships I've developed, especially like with my teammates, definitely helped my sit out year because we all were close, still are close to this day. So that definitely helped, but the sit out year was not easy at all, especially the games where you want to play, you want to help your team, especially like if you're losing, for example. You just want to be out there like fighting with your teammates, and the fact that there's nothing you could do, it actually hurts. Well, it hurted. That's a word. and and yeah, but like I said, with the support of my teammates, my coaching staff, it made it easier, but it was still difficult, and it actually went by fast. I was happy it did. The day I stopped being a red shirt, I literally danced to God because that was probably one of the happiest moments of my life, being able to play basketball again and fight with my teammates.
Yeah, so for sure. So obviously you've expanded your game to whole new levels this year. I actually got to follow you a lot this year, keep up with some highlights and stuff, and we weren't playing. It was really interesting. I was really excited when you had some really good games. It was it was really a unique experience. I like to see everyone I went to school with and knew from the past do really well. So
thanks, Eron.
Oh, you're welcome. So take me back to some of those games, especially like the VCU games. I know they're a nationally known team, and a couple of those really big games where you did your thing out there.
So for the VCU game, for example, it's funny that you asked about that game because I'm watching it right now. My mom. So by watching this game, it literally just looked like I was just carefree, playing basketball, just having fun. It literally looks like, and just doing the easy stuff, and literally just playing basketball, and just having confidence in myself and in my teammates to let them know that you guys can trust me, and they knew they could trust me, and just playing together, playing Lady Ike basketball, literally, and I just balled out. Simple.
For sure. So, I know you guys, well, I'm not just going to say you because it affects everyone now. So I know everyone's in quarantine and pretty much on lockdown now. So, what's your focus like for next year, and where are you at right now mentally with the game of basketball?
That is a great question, Eron. My focus on next year. Well, next year we have a lot of young people coming in. So I know a role of mine is going to be a leader and to just show the young people and the new people we have coming in what Lady Aggie basketball is about. Just show them you have to work hard for anything in life. You can't slack, and that's on period. And just let them know, like, even though this year that just passed, we didn't have the success that we would have liked. And we need to go back to winning because that's what we do. So we just need to grind, get to know one another, and go back to winning. And my goals personally, I feel like, well, I know I can be player of the year next year. So that's going to be a goal of mine. Shoot, defensive player of the year, because hello, I know I'm like that as well. And just continue being a good role model to the people who look up to me. That's really it. So and get my MBA. Hello.
Yeah, for sure. So, when talking about that, what are your plans next year for school? And, talk more about getting your MBA, what led you to do that, and, what options do you have after doing that? What do you plan on doing after basketball, and do you plan on playing basketball after college?
Well, since I have another year of eligibility and I graduate in May, I decided to start the process of getting my master's. So in my MBA, specifically, if I don't finish by the time I'm eligible to play basketball, then I'm going to finish so I can get my degree. And then after that, if my body and my mind tells me I can still go, I'll most likely play overseas if the opportunity fits itself. And if that doesn't work out for me, hopefully go into coaching, because that's also a passion of mine and I know I'll do well in. If that doesn't work out, then I'll see where the Lord takes me, get a job or something. But those three, I should say, are my goals, my first 3 goals.
For sure. So 10 things off of this interview, I'm going to ask crazy questions.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No, I'm not. Last question is just going to be, what are some activities that you've been doing without basketball, just with family, just being inside the house? What are some activities that you find yourself doing all the time?
Well, since I go to North Carolina A&T, that's not close to home. So honestly, basically what I've been doing is spending time with my family, because this opportunity does not come around often. The last time I was home for like 2 days. So the fact that I'm home for more than 2 days is a blessing. So spending as much time, especially with my grandfather, because he's elderly. So protecting him, first of all, from this corona. And then also just spending time with him, spending time with my mama and whoever else comes through those doors of mine, and just soaking up my family time. And also, unfortunately, my schedule of classes got moved onto mine. So I've been still doing schoolwork nonstop at the same time. So that's basically what I've been doing, spending time and still finishing school strong so I can get my degree in economics.
For sure.
That's what I've been doing.
Well, thank everyone for watching. This was Jayla Jones Pack. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.